Good morning, everybody.
Good morning from our first day here in Malaysia.
The most important thing on our schedule today is to get some food and see what's in the area, so let's get going. We found this spot on Google and it looked pretty good, so we're gonna check it out. I can't quite figure out how it works, so we walked in and it looks like there's like a buffet table up front, but I think it's just like their ingredient prep area. So there's a drink menu and a food menu, and we're just like going through Googling the different foods. We asked our waiter what drink he recommended. He said something.
S01.
Yeah, so we ordered one of those. We'll see how it tastes. Looks like there's a mansi in there, but I have no clue what that is. Looks interesting though. Okay, Yami looked it up and it has sweet, salty, sour plums. Give it a shot. Oh, that has a really nice flavor. You can definitely taste like the slight salty. The mansi gives it a really, really nice flavor.
Yeah, that is probably the saltiest drink I've ever had.
It's like a margarita. And I actually don't really taste the plum, but I can taste the salt from the plum. This was 3.5 ringgits, or about 70 cents. Okay, so it turns out we do come over here to order at the buffet area, and they prep it for you. And apparently for noodle dishes, you come over here and order with this guy. Yami already got her dish, and that looks yummy.
Starting Malaysia off right with some nasi lemak, but this is a vegetarian restaurant, so any like meat that would be in nasi lemak is all imitation. So we got imitation anchovies. We also got chili paste, peas, cucumber, rice, and that. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that nasi lemak is considered like the national dish of Malaysia, so I feel like that's like the best way to start this. First bite of nasi lemak, let's give it a taste. Well, it's good. There's I think it's this that I don't like the texture of, but I like the flavor of it, yeah? It's really like very squishy. It's kind of weird. I wasn't expecting it, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's one of the imitation meats, and I don't really like most imitation meats either. So.
Yeah, but this is really good, and so is the rice. And it's actually spicy, and I didn't even order it spicy. And fortunately it's kind of cold, but like if I take this and warm it up, I know it's a good meal, you know? I've seen people got that.
And I just got mine. I got some fried puetao, and I love me some noodles and veggies. So let's try it out. Try it out. Oh yeah, loads of flavor in that.
Are there any flavors you recognize?
There's like a little bit of curry flavor. I don't really know what most of it is though, because I'm kind of used to like Thai and Vietnamese fried noodles that they use like a lot of soy sauce. This doesn't really taste like soy sauce. I don't really know what they fry it in, but it tastes really good. It needs some spice though. It's not spicy.
For my drink, I ordered the tari, and this is also one of those like must-have drinks in Malaysia. Dang, you guys, we are off to a good start here. Okay, so this is it's a hot, cold tea, and it's cold because it's fun how it's like served. They got like the teapot on here, and then the container you mix it in, and like it makes that effect, so it's like cold tea. And I'm super excited to try this. Oh, hey, you know what? This is very similar to Thai's tea. It's like, it has a strong black tea flavor, but I think like they're practically cousins, you know? That's how it is. It's really good.
That meal came out to 27.5 ringgits, which is how many dollars?
$6?
Not too bad. I was kind of expecting that everything would be a little more expensive here, just because the currency is a lot closer to US dollar, but still seems like pretty good prices so far, on our first meal at least. We saw this street yesterday when we were walking around, and it looks like it has a whole bunch of different food options and carts and stuff. but I think everything opens up later in the evening.
So the area we're staying in is called Bukit Bintang, and right now we're walking along the Jalan Alor Street. According to Google, it's open, but we're not seeing too many places. At least not like, you know, compared to at night. So
we'll have to check it out at night.
yeah.
Looking around, it seems like there's a whole bunch of food from all around Asia. But at this time of day, everyone's just receiving their shipments and preparing for the night. As you leave that food street, there's a lot of like seemingly tourist catering businesses, a lot of little gift shops, novelty shops, massage parlors. But we're heading further in, and it looks like there's even more restaurants over here.
One thing that I wasn't expecting here was that there's a lot of like steep sidewalks. So if you're riding down a bike, you're gonna go at full speed, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I think this might be the hilliest place that we've been to so far. So we'll have to get used to doing a lot of up and down. Here's one example of a steep hill. Walking around, it seems like pretty much everything is closed and doesn't open until later in the afternoon, which makes sense because it is crazy hot right now and we're just out here burning our energy and sweating. So we're gonna go check out some nearby malls, maybe two, maybe just one, and we're gonna head indoors and see what there is to do indoors here. We came across what looks like an Indian bakery, so we're gonna try a couple little things here. We got these two things to try, and we have no clue what either one is.
So I'm guessing these are desserts. Looks like mine has cocoa shreds and it's orange.
I think this has like some powdered sugar on the outside. It's kind of stiff. I thought it would be a little squishier, but it's pretty stiff. I guess.
I want to say this is sweet potato, but I don't know.
I have no clue what any of those flavors are. It's like kind of crunchy, kind of flaky. It tastes really good. It has like a very subtle sweet flavor, and on the inside it almost like looks a little moist with like a little bit of syrup.
Mine's kind of moist too. It's really sweet. So that's why I'm saying like I can't tell if it's sweet potato because it's sweet, you know.
It almost has the texture of a cookie. Very interesting. And switch.
Mine's really good though.
I can see sweet potato. Like sweet potato and some coconut.
But you know these countries they have like everything and anything you can even imagine. So I feel like I can't say sweet potato because what if it's something else and I don't have like a big taste palette.
And they're super creative with every ingredient that they have. It's pretty neat to see. Yeah, so no clue what those are. If you know, drop it in the comments because they're pretty good. Once again, coming here, we had no idea what to expect food-wise, and from the first few things that we've tried, I think that it's going to be a whole lot of brand new flavors that we don't know, have never tried. So I'm kind of excited for that. A bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, and Kuala Lumpur is one of the most diverse cities in Southeast Asia. So not only are we also getting like Malaysian food, but we're also trying food from different parts of the world without like having to leave Southeast Asia. I also saw they offer chai, and I learned from the Spider-Man movie that it's not chai tea, it's just chai because chai is already tea, so you don't say tea. Okay, so the cost of this tea is 3 ringgit, which is less than $1, and along with the 2 desserts, the total is 7 ringgit, so $1.50. Oh my god, it's so good. And it's got milk in it, so it's like nice and creamy. Yeah, it's really good.
Two countries that were high up on our list for this trip were India and Sri Lanka. And I'm not saying we're going or we're not going. Like, don't start creating some Moses and Yami lore. But so far, every place that we've looked going to India or Sri Lanka from is very expensive. The flights are very expensive. But landing yesterday, I saw that there were a bunch of direct flights out of the Kuala Lumpur airport to both Sri Lanka and India, all over. And it's actually pretty inexpensive. So just some tips if you're trying to get over to India from Southeast Asia pretty cheaply, Kuala Lumpur is the place to come. Drinking this, we're realizing that every other chai we've ever had was weak.
Yeah.
The US has really weak chai. If you're wondering why we stopped here, it's because of all the pictures they had on the wall. Everything looked good, so we stopped in real quick. Oh, and they have that one upside down. We have now made it onto a main street, and it looks like there's a couple different forms of transportation, including a Skyrail and maybe a subway over here. We're gonna have to learn the public transport around here because I know there's a lot of options for pretty inexpensive. I think this might just be the most populated area we've ever been in.
I guess there's racers everywhere in the world.
I think this might be the most populated area we've ever been to on our trip because there's a lot of people, lots of buildings, lots of stores. It kind of feels like New York City almost. On Google Maps it said that this area was packed, so we're gonna come check it out, see why it's so busy. Packed in here. We walked into the Pavilion Mall, which is a luxury mall, and it feels like we're inside of a refrigerator. So this is a 5-story mall, and along with all the luxury stores, there's also a bunch of Western brands here. We have no clue how big it is because we've been walking for quite a while now, and we haven't even made a full lap. So pretty big, it would seem like. But it's air conditioned, so I'm not complaining. We found a big bookstore here. I'm more of a e-book type of person, but Yami likes physical books. With all these books here, I don't think I've seen a single one that's over $5, so really good pricing on all their stuff. Well, they didn't have Yami's book, and I couldn't find a tech store. I'm sure there's more stuff here, but it's just way too massive, and we're getting tired even in the air conditioning. So.
Our feet are still feeling tired from yesterday, carrying all of our heavy backpacks.
So I think we're gonna slowly make our way back home, and then we're gonna take a break for a little bit. Back out on the streets, and it has cooled down quite a bit. Michael Jackson karaoke. Coming back towards our place, this food street is definitely starting to come to life. A lot more stuff is open and there's more people out walking. We tried a couple of stands there, but they were still just setting up. They weren't ready to serve people yet. So we are just gonna be heading back for now. It's 5 right now, and a lot of stuff is still closed, so I guess stuff opens really late here. It is still pretty hot out, so still kind of makes sense. I'm craving something cold and refreshing, so I'm gonna try this lemon tea. We keep seeing these KK marts all over, and they're kind of like mini grocery stores. They have a whole bunch of selection. We're gonna talk to our Airbnb host to figure out a better water solution, but so far this is the best we can do. Out of everything that we can see out of our apartment, this one building just stands out by how wide and how tall it is. And we looked it up, and it turns out that's actually the 2nd tallest building in the world. No wonder it stands out so much against everything else. After a nice bit of time recharging at home, we are back outside, and it is way cooler now. It feels really nice.
And it looks like the Jalan Alor Street is popping right now. You guys have some really cool lights going on, and it looks like the food stalls are open. Starting with some apam balik, which is a peanut pancake dessert. I think it's got corn in it. Let's give it a taste. There's no corn in here. So it's pretty much like a little pancake like this. It costs 2 ringgit, which is a lot, like what, like little less than 50 cents. Not what I was expecting, honestly. I was expecting corn filling.
There's a ton of stands with durian here, and you can smell it. And another. And more durian. The problem I have when picking a place to eat is that if there's someone out front waving menus in your face, I automatically assume it's overpriced and not good food. And every single one of these places has someone out front waving a menu in your face. Picked up some spring rolls. I thought they had mushroom dumplings, but they don't. But the spring rolls are vegetarian.
Is it vegetarian?
It just looks like it doesn't have any filling.
Oh.
And I don't really taste any filling.
Y'all, what in the world? We are not off to a good start here.
Yeah, there's no filling.
Oh my god.
Luckily we paid less than 4 ringgit for these. But yeah, there's no filling in these.
This street is packed shoulder to shoulder sometimes, and then you get lucky and then you find a gap, and then it just continues. The pricing here average, well, we're looking for like vegetarian food, but I see a lot of the prices start at like 30 ringgit, which I don't really know. It's my first day here, how much that is in US
It's like almost $10.
Yeah. So at that price, you know, I'll rather like sit down at a restaurant and no big deal.
Yeah, so Grab is looking more and more appealing by the minute, just because we can order from places further than we can walk. So we're going to do one more lap through here and see if anything catches our eye. But so far the 2 things we've gotten are disappointing.
Alright, so we decided on Thai food tonight. Pretty much the only like vegetarian friendly place that we could find with like various options. We're a little scared though because a lot of these stalls like offer seafood, meat, you know, like it's like very like meat and like seafood focused. And we ordered something vegetarian, so I doubt that they like clean in between. But hey, for like 10-15 ringgit, I'll give it a shot.
So the first thing out is pad thai. They use different noodles here. These aren't as wide as the Thai pad thai noodles, but still looks super savory. And lots of veggies, so let's give it a shot. That tastes pretty good. It's definitely different than like Thai pad thai, but it still has a very rich flavor and super savory. Definitely tastes a little seafoody though. And then up next is the fried rice. Let's try this out. Pretty solid.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And also, as you're eating, a vendor will stop by at your chair every couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It's probably like what, like the 6th vendor?
Every minute to 2 minutes, there's another vendor coming by.
Yeah.
This has different flavor again than like the Thai pad thai we know and love. It's still pretty good, but it's a little lighter on the savory side compared to the pad thai. So pretty good. All it's missing really is like some sriracha and a lot more spice.
Oh yeah. We're not in Thailand anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that was a very pleasant surprise. That was really good food. It came out to 30 ringgit, which is $6. We are leaving the market just in time for our afternoon prayers. Walking by, we noticed like a little local grocery store, and guess what? They have the big water bottles. So we'll come back here once we run out.
Hello, Malaysian cat.
This is our first Malaysian cat. You're making Moses and Yami history. You know that? Thank you so much for joining us on our first day here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Yeah, we're making history here on the Moses and Yami channel. First day in Malaysia and a day we will definitely not forget. So if you guys want to continue following us along our journey, please remember to hit that subscribe button. And also if you'd like to follow us on social media on Instagram and TikTok at Moses and Yami.
And we'll see you all tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!